Oh, what is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome back to another episode in my path to power. I apologize for the pause. There's a few things going on outside of the world of FIFA for me that have taken my attention lately, but we are back on track. So this episode will be Saturday. There will be one tomorrow on Sunday, and I'll give you guys a heads up as far as what to expect. The other reason for the hang up is I sort of discovered Football Manager in my free time. And if any of you guys have played that game, it's like very, very easy to look down and then look up, and it's like a few hours later or something. So the time that I had been like quickly dedicating to World Cup mode, and some of that's just because, like, I don't know about you guys, but it feels a little stale to me. Like, I really am enjoying watching the World Cup, but because of the way that they're doing the upgrades and stuff, I'm not inclined to want to like jump onto World Cup mode and try a new player out or something like that. I don't know. The only time that I've done that is based around Luka Modric, and what a god he's been for Croatia. Willie Caballero, stop it. So I haven't, the upgrades haven't been enough to where I've like wanted to jump on, and the teams I come up against are still all the same. Like, it's still icon teams, and so I found myself being like, it's okay. I don't know, for how excited I thought I was going to be to use the upgraded players in World Cup mode and just use players that I like. I have a team that I really like already, and I don't, I could definitely improve my two wingers, but like for the most part, by the end of this episode, this team is legit. So we've got the newest edition, Eden Hazard, and I don't know about you, but kickoff goals are there. I don't know if it's something you can totally or I can like dance around and be like, hey, I don't know if kickoff goals are a thing, because I've scored a lot of them, and I've had a lot of them scored against me in games where I'd been pretty sound defensively for the most part. So I don't, I'm not convinced that there's something, but there's something maybe just going on in there. And I wanted to show you guys, I got into a little bit of a tight game, and it was largely, I felt, because Hazard was getting, like, he was really tired, and so in the attack, obviously Jerome Boateng and me controlling him got pantsed on that last goal right there, but that happens. Jerome Boateng, right now, I'm just having like nightmares to him falling over against Lionel Messi. Speaking of which, Argentina is an incredibly dysfunctional team. And I just, could you imagine what Messi's legacy might be like if he'd chosen to play for Spain and not Argentina? If you guys haven't, I don't know if you guys listen to podcasts. I'm assuming you listen to FIFA podcasts, but especially those of you guys that might be in the States, or those of you that might not be. Hold on, timeout. Best CDM in the game. We've got him. That is a major, major upgrade. Blaise Matuidi had been fantastic for us, but he is no N'Golo Kanté. And Kanté does have an upgrade as well, but it's like not that cool of an upgrade. So I don't know. He will go straight away into our team without questions asked. I've got a few tweets that are, Japes, does this 4-1-4-1 work in Ultimate Team? And that's the formation that I run in regular Ultimate Team more often than not. So the answer from me is yes, 1,000 times yes. But if you guys listen to podcasts, we'll go circle right back to that. Freakonomics, which is one of my favorite podcasts to listen to. There's a whole cornucopia of topics that they cover related to economics in some way, shape, or form. Released a podcast about the World Cup, and it's worth checking out. One of the things that they talk about in there is the way, I don't know, they analyze Messi's game a little bit, and then, like, long story short, Messi, what they started talking about is analyzing his passes. He likes to pass players into space where he thinks that they should be going. And when he plays with Argentina, the players just sort of stand around and wait and watch him versus the movement. So could you imagine? Messi was able, he could have played for Spain. Could you imagine what that Spanish team would have looked like during the time with Messi? It truly would have been crazy. Like, I think back to, I don't know if it was a Euro World Cup where they had Cesc Fabregas playing as like a false nine, where they were, the Barcelona way was there. And if they just maybe had Messi, I don't know. It's sometimes fun to think about things like that, but really, what's the point? There will be a few games in between now and then, though. I'm recording this fresh off of the Argentina game, and it was something to behold. But I'm playing some good FIFA here, and I'm still really on my game. And that's a nice passing goal right across to Kingsley Coman from Shaqiri, and I believe this game could get out of hand. Thierry Henry, still an absolute monster for me. Lothar Matthäus, an absolute monster for me. With Eden Hazard in there, I don't even miss Pele. Pele, yes, he's fantastic. Yes, he's got 5-star skills. Yes, he's the highest rated player, I think, in the game. He's a 98 and Maradona's a 97, I think. So yes, he's the highest rated player in there. But I don't necessarily feel an attachment to him. And Eden Hazard does the job for us. He is an elite player for the CM position, the way I like it to be played. So if you guys have him, go ahead, give him a shot there. I think he's really, really good and a lot of fun to use. So we'll see if he can't pick up an inform or an upgrade in Belgium's next match. Belgium's just like yes, I think they won, 3-0? But they're just like a weird team. I don't know. Every time I watch them, I just don't feel totally convinced. But that's not to say that they won't build into the tournament and figure it out. So leave a comment. Let me know at this point, now that, we're through the second game for like half of the teams, I think is where we are. Leave a comment. Let me know who you guys think are the tournament favorites for you so far. I am going to not say a word. I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until all the second rounds of games. But I've been, the difference, it's so fun watching the World Cup. And I think part of that is because there's like a limited talent pool. You can't just go out and buy players. You got to work with the players that you got, to work with the players that are from your country. And so some countries have glaring weaknesses, and it really is such a showcase that, yes, there are individual moments of brilliance. Yes, an individual can make a difference, but in this sport, it is 11 versus 11, and every single player is like working together will 100% beat out an individual every single time. And I absolutely love it. And so you see, what was it? Iran that played Spain, and they're so well drilled, and they almost had it. They almost got that point out of that game. And, you see teams like Croatia with a stacked midfield. And Mario Mandzukic is no slouch as an attacker, and Kalinic either, but like that's not an elite attack. But, they've got a stacked midfield. And it makes all the difference in the world for them. And it really, like, seeing the managerial differences and stuff, it's really cool. I think it's something that we don't think about all the time when we're watching club football, where your team could just go out and buy another player. And, you look at a team like City and you're like, well, Guardiola like bought his way to the title, or many people seem to think that. I disagree. I think the way in which they won the title with that many points, yes, they spent a lot of money, but it's just like a testament to his ability to get players to work in and around his philosophy. So even watching some teams struggle in the World Cup is, well, you don't want to say it. Yeah, it's entertaining. It's still entertaining. But I'm enjoying that, and I'm enjoying watching it. And it's actually been fun to chat with you guys about it. I like it. I think I'd rather, well, I guess it's nice having FIFA in the background. Nice goal from Hazard right there. Speak of the devil. But I'd be happy just chatting about footy with you guys. So as we are working our way to a close in this episode, 23rd minute, and we're working another attack here. Henry has bags and oodles of goals for us. And look at this for a goal. Thierry Henry, welcome to the chip life, my friend. Outside of the foot, lifts it over the keeper, off the post on the far side, and into the back of the net. And the announcer was like, on a different day, that would have not gone in. And I was like, lies. It always goes in when you chip it like that. It's a beautiful chip right over the keeper. And so I decided to give you guys a replay on that because when it comes to chipping, that's something that we're about here. And so when there's a nice one, you absolutely are going to get that replay just before the half, working another attack forward. And this guy, you can see when people get down, they just get so aggressive trying to win the ball back quickly. And I'm guilty of it as well. I've talked about it before. It's kind of like a quicksand thing where you go down a goal and you're like, oh no, I need to get back in the game so quickly. But I challenge you guys, if you get down a goal, take a deep breath and play it out like it's still 0-0 till maybe the 70th minute, because chances are you're going to get back into the game in a much better manner doing that than if you would trying to chase the game being down just one. So straight away after halftime, and everybody on my team is like a pretty decent passer at this point, so I can really ping the ball around if I want to. Not a great thing to do right there, but that's why we have N'Golo Kante, because he is the best at breaking up play, reading the game, and intercepting passes when they do come. Ends up, finds its way to Hazard, bangs around, quick passing, and Eden slams it in the back of the net. Pele who? I mean, Eden's no slouch, 90 rated. Definitely a card that most people would fancy putting into their teams, but this straight away on a corner, and at this point he's diving in so much that I can just wait until he drags the defender out of position. That it makes for an easy attacking opportunity and an easy 6-0 victory. He is going to say adios, sayonara, see you guys later, and rage quit on out of this one in the 58th minute. Thierry Henry with a hat trick, Eden Hazard with 2, and Jordi Alba getting on the board for us. I'm debating toying around with that always overlap instruction just for a bit of fun to see, with like the outside wingers cutting in, maybe there's room to overlap, but they already create plenty of width, so I don't feel like it's truly necessary. I don't know, these are the things that go through my mind, the way it works. But that is where we're going to come to a close in this episode. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.